everyone, so today I have a bit of a different video. I'm going to be doing a life update like I mentioned in my everyday glam makeup tutorial. This is really just for me to be able to document it so I can look back at where I was in the future and kind of hopefully appreciate how far I have gotten. So yeah, this is going to be quite a quick video just of the rundown of 2016. I'm also going to do a second update life video, I guess, about my cancer story. So I will get into that into another video. Let's start off. So 2016 was a bit of a shit year for everyone, I reckon. I don't know a lot of people that loved 2016. It was just a bit of a hellhole. So I was completing my second year of year 12. I split it up into 3 years because I had other health issues that were preventing me from getting the attendance requirement. So I was able to kind of split year 11 and 12 into 3 and make the workload a little bit easier, which was incredibly beneficial for me. And if you feel like that you may benefit from that, which I think everyone would, I don't understand why we put so much pressure into, like, it's literally about like 8 or 9 months on, you know, young adults. It's a bit kind of scary. So if you feel like you'd benefit from that, ask your school about it. It's a good option. It is quite intimidating to ask for because you have to sit there going, okay, well I think I need help, and you also have to think about the mental repercussions on your emotional health, I guess. So the worst thing for me was definitely watching my friends graduate in 2015, and I had to go back to school in 2016 and essentially start again, which was very isolating. I mean, I have gorgeous friends in the year below me and they definitely made such an impact and difference in my mental health in the second year, and I'll forever be grateful to them. But it is still so daunting to walk back into a school that everybody else you know has graduated from, and you know, when you start year 7 you're never gonna sit there going, I can't wait to do 2 year 12s. That's just not something that is appealing to most people, really. That was the start of 2016 for me. I went in knowing it was going to be a rough year. I went in dreading it. Essentially, I had a really good support system with my family. My school was really helpful. I only had 2 subjects, which made the school stress much easier. But there was still like the mental health battle that I was trying to, you know, force myself to go to school because I value my education and I want to do amazing things with my life and career, and school is the way to do that. So something I had to do. It wasn't pleasant, and lots of little bumps in the road made it a little bit more difficult. So the main bump in the road for that year was being diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Cancer diagnosis is never fun, especially when you're doing year 12 or when you're trying to get through a massive milestone in your life. And having that diagnosis was jarring, but it was also quite clarifying because while I was, you know, dealing with a lot of mental health issues, I was still trying to power through schoolwork, and any subject in year 12 is a lot. And even though I had 2, it was still enough on my plate for me to be exhausted, drained, like just not in the right place. And chucking a cancer diagnosis on top of that was pretty interesting. It definitely gave me perspective. It put the stress of year 12 in perspective. It put my goals in perspective. It just clarified everything, and I was incredibly stressed. I had anxiety issues. I was struggling with a bit of depression as well. While shocking, the cancer diagnosis definitely pretty much alleviated all of those issues for me, because I was now looking at not necessarily a life or death situation, because Hodgkin's lymphoma is extremely treatable in this day and age, which was, you know, very encouraging. But it still was, this is going to impact my life for the rest of my life, and I need to figure out how to deal with that. I mean, I powered through school. I did chemo, which I'll get into all of the details about cancer in another video, but finished school, graduated. Proudest day of my life to date, I reckon, was graduating after the year I'd had, and 2017 was kind of a cool start for me. I was very fresh. I think it was fresh for a lot of people. Everybody just wanted to forget about 2016, and I was definitely one of them. So that all brings me to now. We're in, what are we? April. Holy damn. We're in April of 2017 and I am on a gap year, I guess is what you would call it. You know, I'm working part-time, I am trying to improve my health, and in 2018 I will commence a degree in paramedicine. That's been a long-term goal of mine for almost 5 years, I guess. Ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to do something in the medical field, I reckon. Like, my mum's a nurse and I've always found that stuff fascinating because I've quite frequently been in hospitals myself, and while lots of people are scared of that kind of thing, I found it really interesting. Medical intervention is the closest thing for me to magic in the real world. So yeah, paramedicine is my long-term goal. You know, 2022, I hope to be graduating and be fully qualified and of saving lives, but until then, I need a hobby, because all that's in my life at the moment, other than an amazing network of friends and family, is work, going to the gym and sleeping. There's a lot of time to almost get back in my head, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to fall back into where I was this time last year. I needed a hobby, and this is my hobby. I started YouTube, gosh, I was 16 when I started first YouTube video. I'm 20 now, and I left it for a few years because school got in the way, and then cancer got in the way. At this point in my life, I just need something to do to take up my time. I mean, filming, setting up lights, setting up a laptop, it takes up my time, and editing also is really time consuming, which is exactly what I need. But yeah, so that's basically this life update. I don't really have much else to say. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it's more for me. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to head off now and hope to catch you soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to. But yeah, hope you're well. Bye.